Dick, with pride, carries Penny right inside of the house that houses one happy family. They reside with the parents of the bride. Mill and Bonnie are as helpful as they can be. Jolly and lovey-eyed, their helpful touch. They're always there to do their share. Sometimes they help too much. So there's bound to be times when they all disagree. But it all adds up to one happy family.
Good morning, darling. Why didn't you wake me?
Oh, I didn't want to disturb you. I had to get these reports ready for the office this morning. Mwah.
Do you know what day this is?
Well, sure I do. It's our anniversary.
You remembered. Golly, did you ever think that when we left on our honeymoon 8 weeks ago that today we'd be celebrating our 2-month anniversary?
Well, I wish I could be as sure of my weather predictions.
I was going to buy you a present, but I remembered our budget.
What do I want with a present? I'm the man who has everything. But if I don't get downtown pretty soon, I'll be the man who has everything but a job.
What are we going to do tonight, darling?
Well, if it's all right with you, I thought we'd spend a quiet evening alone. I'll reserve a table.
Don't tell me. I'd rather be surprised.
Oh, well, I haven't got any big plans or anything. I thought I'd take you to the Little Gypsy for a couple of drinks and some dinner.
What a wonderful surprise. That's where you took me the night you proposed. Remember that gypsy violinist who played all through dinner just for us?
Just for you. Every time he looked at you, he stuck his bow in my goulash.
But, honey, isn't that place very expensive? What about our budget? For the furniture we'll need when we get our own place.
Well, we did promise ourselves we'd put something aside every week.
We promised ourselves we wouldn't touch it either unless it was terribly important.
Well, how often is a person married for 2 whole months? Tonight we'll just make an exception. Even if it does mean postponing my new lamp for the desk.
Well, if you're going to be that sweet about it, at least I can do a shop around and see if we can't postpone it wholesale.
But Julia, you've got to take me today. My hair's a mess. Well, I know it isn't my regular day, but we're entertaining tonight. Well, couldn't you squeeze me in between Mrs. Sweeney and Mrs. Friedkin?
Sounds like a pretty tight squeeze. Oh, I've seen those two kids. That Mrs. Sweeney, she's got to go 195.
Oh, wonderful, Julia. What time? Okay, fine. Yes, thanks. I'll be there. Oh, thank you.
You know, that wasn't right, Barney. I don't interrupt when you're on the phone.
Next time I call the beauty parlor, you can heckle me.
I'm only doing it for you. You want me to look nice for the Crandalls, don't you?
You look better than Mrs. Crandall right now if she'd spent a month in the beauty parlor.
Well, thank you, sweetie.
Boy, she's a brute.
I should have quit while I was ahead.
I can't understand how a guy like Crandall that owns 15 hotels had to wind up with such a beetle.
Maybe she's a good dancer.
Say, what did Gussie make this coffee out of?
I made the coffee this morning.
It's very different, but good. Where is Gussie?
Well, that bus driver she's been going with went out on strike.
What's that got to do with us?
She took some sandwiches down to the picket line.
Well, if I land that plumbing contract tonight from Crandall, we'll get Gussie some help.
Well, now, I'll entertain Mrs. Crandall. But you've got to butter him up.
You just leave it to me. Say, she always wears flowers, doesn't she?
Flowers? The last time we went out with them, she looked like she just won the Kentucky Derby.
Oh, that was when they got back from Honolulu. I'll make some notes here. I want to bring back 2 corsages tonight.
Good.
Say, you didn't mention tonight to Charlie, did you?
You asked me not to.
It's not that I'm knocking your father.
Just tapping him gently.
Well, you know what happened the last time we took Charlie out with the Crandalls?
Oh, he was only kidding.
I know. But Crandall didn't exactly fall down laughing when Charlie told him his hotel towels were too small.
Dad was right. Crandall's towels are too small.
And why did he tell Crandall he was going to return a dozen of them?
All right, so he's a little outspoken at times.
Only when he speaks.
Well, we are going out tonight, so what are we going to tell him?
Just tell him we're going out. We don't have to account to anyone. What are we, children?
Morning, children.
Hi, Dad.
I feel fine this morning, dear. Well, what's in the old feed bag for this morning?
I'll fix you something.
Good. Where's Gussie today?
She's out with that bus driver.
He left his glove in the coffee.
Charlie, Mildred made the coffee this morning.
Oh, it's delicious. Nothing ever tastes good to me like getting the first cup of coffee down in the morning.
Shall I fix you the usual, Dad? 2 3-minute eggs?
Better make it 3 2s. I'm a little hungry this morning. Hey, Barney, how about a little game of bridge tonight? Lovey's just dying to play.
Not tonight. We're going out.
Oh, we are?
No, we are. Mildred and I have a date.
Oh, excuse me.
Doesn't matter. It's unimportant.
Of course it doesn't. Who have you got the date with?
What's the difference? Well, we're taking some people to dinner, if you must know.
Well, I don't must know anything. You want to keep it a secret? That's your business. All right with me. Who is it?
Just a couple.
Couple of what?
People. Look, Charlie, you don't even know them.
Well, that could be a lot of people. Let's start with Duke and Duchess of Windsor.
Oh, why don't you stop? Stop guessing, Charlie. Look, we've got a lot of work to do when we get downtown today, and
Dr. Schweitzer and Dale Evans?
Now, why don't you quit? Mildred and I have a dinner date.
Yeah, sneaking out on the old man tonight, eh, Mildred?
Nobody's sneaking out on anybody, Dad.
And what's he so secretive about? He won't even tell me who you're going out with.
There's nothing to tell.
Well, that's what I'll tell Lovey when I tell her. Nothing to tell. Well, I hope you have a nice, mysterious dinner with J. Edgar Hoover.
Oh, Charlie, drink your juice. Come on, we got to get to work.
What are you and Hoover going to have for dinner? Hush puppies?
Nick, it's been 9 whole hours. How was your day today? Everything all right at the Weather Bureau?
Yeah, but there was a little fog on the freeway. Say, Penny, did you talk to your mother today?
Sure, I always talk to my mother.
No, I mean about tonight.
Of course not. Why?
Well, I just put an orchid in the refrigerator for you, and there are 2 more there.
2 more? Then they must have remembered our anniversary. Of course. I'll bet Daddy bought the flowers for Mother and me.
Mother and you? What about our evening alone together?
Oh, we'll be together all right, but not alone. I think they want to take us out.
What about our plans? The table for 2 at the Little Gypsy?
You know what? I'm going in and tell them we want to be alone.
No. I'll tell them. After all, I'm the man of the house. Well, at least part of it. Say, you think they'd be offended?
I hadn't thought about that.
After all, they have been very nice to us, and, well, they are your parents.
And what's sweeter than to think of it?
You're right. We're wrong. I'll tell them we'll go along with them.
No, I'll tell them. After all, they are my parents.
But it's on me. I insist on picking up the check.
What about our furniture budget?
Well, we've already postponed my lamp for the desk. We might as well postpone the desk, too.
I forgot to kiss you goodbye.
Barney?
Yes? dear.
Don't you notice anything different?
Different?
I just came from the beauty parlor.
Oh, they couldn't squeeze you in, huh?
You're such a comic. Look, see?
Oh, new hairdo.
Yeah. Brilliant. I bet Penny'd never have to point out a thing like that to Dick.
Honey, if I looked at you the way Dick looks at Penny, it'd have me arrested. Oh, I whistle at you now and then.
Dad, you're a sweetheart.
You see? I'm appreciated in some quarters.
And Mother, you're the greatest. Imagine you two remembering.
Remembering? Well, how could we forget?
It's a nice surprise for Dick and me.
Oh, it's a nice surprise for us, too.
And you kept it from us all day. How did you manage it?
Well, wasn't easy, was it, dear?
Next to impossible.
And you really want to do it for us?
What? Sure we want to do it. If we didn't, why would we do it?
Your father's absolutely right.
How did you ever remember it was our 2-month anniversary?
Oh, well, how could we miss? You and Dick were married just 8 weeks ago.
That's how I remembered.
But, how did you know that we remembered?
Well, when Dick went to the refrigerator and found 2 corsages, we knew you wanted to take us out.
Oh, so that's how you know that we remembered.
Well, you know there are going to be other people with us, sweetheart, the Crandalls.
Oh, are they having an anniversary, too?
No, this is business, Penny. Now, if you kids want to duck it, why...
Oh, we wouldn't think of it, not after all the trouble you've gone to. Anyway, any friends of yours are worth a desk lamp or 2, especially wholesale.
Aren't you glad we remembered their anniversary?
Well, there's no harm done. We'll take them along. They may be a big help.
What do you mean?
Well, Crandall, he's sort of a sentimental dope, and you kids could hum an anniversary song, and I'll get him to cry all over an order blank.
Barney boy, I take it all back. Even though I'm sure it was Mildred that talked you into it.
Talked him into what, Dad?
I just peeked in the icebox, and what do you think I found?
The abominable snowman.
Oh, I found 3 orchids in there. And you know what I did?
You ate them.
Oh, Barney, I wiped a tear from these old eyes.
Here we go again.
And I said to myself, I knew it. They wouldn't go out without Lovey and me.
Did I hear someone name dropping?
Oh, Barney's taking us out on the town tonight, Lovey.
Oh, and after all those things Charlie said about you this morning, you're all heart, Barney.
Oh, a man that can admit his own mistakes can't be all bad.
Lovey, sit down.
Oh, well, I should be getting ready. My hair looks a mess, doesn't it?
Anybody answers that has me to fight. All right, Barney, where are we eating?
Well, you're eating wherever you want to eat. Mildred and I happen to have a date tonight.
We have to take the Crandalls out.
And Charlie said he couldn't stand the sight of Crandall.
Well, if you pile the food up high enough in front of me, I won't have to look at it.
Charlie, at your age, don't you know when you're not wanted?
Oh, it's not that at all, Mother.
Now, what are those 3 orchids doing in the icebox?
So that's it. It was all a misunderstanding.
Like the one we're having right now?
Penny and Dick are having some sort of an anniversary, and they thought we were going to take them out.
Oh. But the old folks aren't good enough. Come, Mother. Let's slink out to the kitchen for a bowl of gruel.
Knock it off, Charlie.
Come, dear. Let's play a few hands of casino.
Sure, Lovey.
We live and learn, Charlie.
You two are making a federal case out of nothing.
Oh, it's a long time since we played casino, isn't it? You remember those three-handed games we used to have with Mildred when Barney was out on the road peddling used pipe?
Do I remember? Didn't we send him all the money that was in the kitty when we were stranded in Bakersfield?
That was the money we were going to use to buy you that vibrating pillow. And if you weren't that kind of a woman, Lovey, you'd bring that up.
Well, I am. So I won't.
I won't mention it either.
And when he was enjoying himself at the Plumbers Convention in Salt Lake City, who spent the night at the hospital when Penny was born?
Mildred did.
And who babysat with Penny all those nights when they were out dancing with the wholesale shower curtain people?
And refused to take 1 cent for it.
Yes. Those are the precious memories that live forever in the hearts of grandparents.
Oh, brother. I'm gonna take my shower. This trip down memory lane is too dusty for me.
Barney, you think maybe Crandall's forgotten about the towels?
I don't want to take a chance. Nice try, Marlon.
Though I'm afraid our routine's wearing a little thin. The kids aren't buying hearts and flowers like they used to.
Well, I'll take the ace.
Okay, well, I'm building 7. And so, now that we have the house all to ourselves, what do we do?
Let's invite a few people in and have a party tonight, huh?
Hey, that's a wonderful idea, Lovey. Let's see. Who do we know? There's Barney and Mildred.
They're going out.
Oh, yeah. How about the Petersons?
Oh, I think Peterson's dead.
Well, at that picnic 4 years ago, he sure was. Hey, who else do we know?
No, there's Penny Dick.
Well, they're going out with Barney and Mildred.
Oh.
Oh, I better check in our address book here. It must be somebody else we know. Let's see. Oh, how about Norman and Sally Watts?
What?
That's what I said, Watts.
Doesn't ring a bell to me.
I can't remember them either. Hey, here's Marv and Katie Jansen.
Who?
Katie Jansen. You remember the lodge picnic a couple of years ago? That hot potato salad? Oh, boy, I'm going to give them a ring.
Say, maybe it wasn't Peterson that died. Maybe it was Patterson.
Hello, Marvin. This is Charlie Hackett. You remember Charlie and Lovey Hackett? Yeah, the picnic, Griffith Park. Your wife made that delicious hot potato salad with the cold bacon in it. Oh, boy, it makes my old nostrils quiver just to think about it. Yeah. What's that? Well, isn't this Crestview 14699? How long have you had this number? 6 years. Well, I'm sorry to have bothered you. I wish you could have tasted that hot potato salad.
It was Peterson.
No, Lovey, we've either got to get a new address book or some new friends. Hey, how about the Coogans?
Fred and Maud?
Yeah, it's either Fred and Maud or it's your turn to deal.
Well, dial them. Maybe they're not home.
Are you kidding? The last time the Coogans were asked out was when their landlord evicted them.
Well, I'll go get us some coffee.
Okay.
Did you have any luck, Charlie?
Well, Harry Robinsons are babysitting with their grandchildren. Hudsons are going to bed early so they can get up in the morning and go down to the Social Security office.
How many accepted?
Well, deal of cards. The Coogans said they'd try to make it.
Well, being alone once in a while isn't so bad.
Alone? What am I, an alligator?
Thanks for the nail polish, Lovey.
You're welcome, my dear. My, but you look lovely this evening. Doesn't she, Charlie?
I'll say she does.
Did I hear you two say you were staying in tonight?
Yep, we're revving up for a quiet evening at home.
Oh, that's no fun. Why don't you come along with us?
Are you sure Dick wouldn't mind?
Of course not. 2 more won't make that much difference. I'm sure he'd love to have you.
What do you think, Charlie?
Well, I think I better change my tie. The least I can do is look presentable for my grandchildren.
And I better go change my face.
Oh, don't do that. I'm just getting used to this one. I guess this old pan could stand a little scouring, too. Thanks, son.
Oh, sure. For what?
We're inviting him and Lovey to join us tonight.
I did?
You're not upset, are you, dear?
Why should I be upset? I invited them, didn't I?
You're so thoughtful.
Well, there goes our big chair by the fireplace. But if I did it, I'm glad I did it.
And I'm proud of you. Put your arms around me, Dick. Hold me close.
Oh, pleasure. Is this for inviting Charlie and Lovey out tonight?
No, that's to make up for the big chair by the fireplace.
You all set, kids?
You and I should be that set. I'll get the corsages.
Come on, we can't keep Crandall waiting.
Oh, we can't leave yet.
Why not?
We're waiting for another couple.
Who? Who?
Don't stand there hooting like an owl. I can't wait to sink my choppers into a king-size steak.
Don't tell me this is the couple you're waiting for. Did that character pull that Stella Dallas routine on you, too?
Nobody's pulling any routines, Barney.
Well, here are the flowers. Now we can...
Oh, hi, folks. Where are you two going?
They're going with us. Dick wanted the whole family to help celebrate our anniversary.
Isn't that sweet?
Yeah, that's great.
Dick's the one you should thank, Dad. He insisted on treating everybody.
Yeah, insisted.
Here, darling. Wipe the egg off your face.
You don't have to rub it in. It took the newest member of the family to make me realize I've been something of a schnook. Well, if Crandall doesn't like my in-laws, he can buy his plumbing supplies from somebody else.
Marty, if the fellows in the shipping department could hear you now, they'd be ashamed of the things they say about you.
Well, we better get started. We still have to pick up the Crandalls.
Right. Oh, one thing I want understood, Dick. This is strictly my tree.
That's very nice of you, Barney, but I didn't expect you to do anything like that.
Charlie, you forgot to close your back door.
Who's this?
Oh, I totally forgot. Folks, say hello to Fred Coogan.
Hi. Hey, you didn't tell me you were going to have a fancy party. I would have worn my windbreaker.
But Fred, where's Maud?
Oh, we had a little trouble getting over here. She's in the driveway fixing our motorcycle.
Motorcycle? Look, Mr. Coogan, we just happened to be leaving to meet a very important client of mine, J.H. Crandall.
Oh, I'm sure that's okay with Maud. She's a real goer. As soon as we clean the grease off her, she'll throw on her ball gown, and we're all yours for the evening.
Darling, you mustn't keep the Crandalls waiting. Here, Fred, I'm sure this'll look lovely on Maud's lumber jacket.
Oh, gee, thanks!
That's all right. Come
How am I going to explain him to Crandall? He's not even a member of the family.
Oh, say, did you know Peterson was dead?
Oh, I thought that was Patterson.
Wasn't it sweet of Dad to take that whole mob out and treat us to our anniversary dinner alone?
Yeah. You made a very good choice of fathers, Penny.
Well, actually, it was Mother's choice. I didn't meet him till after I was born.
This is the little gypsy's finest.
Thank you.
And now, if there's nothing else, bon appetit.
Merci.
Dick, I didn't know you spoke gypsy.
Fluently.
Dick, with pride, carries Penny right inside of the house. The house is one happy family. They reside with the parents of the bride. Mill and Barney are as helpful as they can be. Jolly and lovey and their helpful touch. They're always there to do their share. Sometimes they help too much. So there's bound to be times when they all disagree. But it all adds up to one happy family.